Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Man in motion out of the slot. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one does not go far. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one's complete, right side. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
To throw here on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He fires one deep down the right. He's got it. Looks like the feeder inbounds too. Oh, I don't believe it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They'll try and punch it in. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on second and goal. They'll throw it. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Buckle up. It's third and goal. Quick pass, right side, complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Throwing now, off play action. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. He has the touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bulls one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good... Position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, and they go right back to him. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Oh, he was fighting like mad to stay up, Brock. Extend that run, but we all know that also creates... While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. Blown back, gets the handoff. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead. You get what you need.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking to the air here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Cut out left. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Bulls are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. 7-3 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Welcome back for the start of the 2nd. Our visiting offense out in possession of the ball. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Finds a seam down the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing now on 1st down. Hits his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 36. On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Man in motion here. Fourth down, they'll throw for it. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing the out route complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and just 2 to go. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Working quickly here. They'll send him over right. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. The 40. Into the red zone. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air, following the pick 6. Escapes the pocket. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Cooper to Jean in to pick it off. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success. Those
poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Whew, I think coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. They'll throw on 1st. Completed to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. 2nd and 8. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. The LSU rookie with the pick. And the Broncos take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Has him on the corner. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose. It's picked up by the defense.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Forced out to his right.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. and you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And that's cut in the end zone for the touchdown. The Bulls boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Here's a return from the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Throwing off the play fake here. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Second and 10 now. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. They get 37 on the play. And it'll give them a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Chased out to his right. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that stretches the lead to 21.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. He's on the move. He'll go all the way across the field here, deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up second down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Throwing it again on second down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's a throw. Complete out to the right. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. On the move. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Third and long for him here. Buying some time right. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
I don't know why, Kate, but when I'm thinking of this series that we all just watched, I'm just hearing the sound thud. Not a whole lot of other ways to describe the set of downs that we just watched and the results that followed. It was third and extra long, and now it's fourth and forever.
They're going for this. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Has a hole left, room to run. Hits the 20. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That pick 6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
That one right down the middle. And the Bulls grow their lead yet again. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. That's completed right side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. To throw it on 1st down. He throws a bullet to the... This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go down here at the 16. They get 27 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Bulls will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Pass play on 1st and 10. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And they're going to have a first down. Throwing from the gun. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown. The Bulls parlay the interception into points. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bulls continue piling onto this lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bulls get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
He rolls to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. They've got a man in motion. Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Here he is to throw on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. It's a gain of 12 there. And they'll have 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. It is caught left side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll throw it again. Finds a man right side. And they get this down to the 28. That's That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Going tight end run here. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. This one, well, it has been a rough watch for the hometown guys. Their side getting blown out as we begin the 4th. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They're throwing it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. Setting up a throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. There he goes, right sideline. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
They're going down swinging. We see here, getting ready for an onside kick. Oh, did the Broncos get to that one? Yeah, looks like they did. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Give now to the running back. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 4. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now they send their back in motion right. Dumped off to his running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Working quickly here. Back to throw. He connects downfield on 4th. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Dump off caught by his back. Jukes one defender, and he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They are throwing it again. That's incomplete left side.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction. How well the defense had that one covered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
This time he's looking to throw. Touchdown! Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bulls tack on 7 more to their lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Handoff now from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. He lets one fly deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be third and long.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Throwing on third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They're out and set, first and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's going deep this time. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. There he goes again. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They go play action on 1st. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Bulls are running them out of the building. Wow, just fantastic work there, tiptoeing along the back line. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. No change to the call on the field. So that play is going to remain a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Bulls continue adding on to that lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Chooses to bring this one out. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And they get him down after a solid gain up to the 31. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Back-to-back carries here. And this one doesn't go far. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Motioning him from the slot right. Up the sideline to the 45. At the And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Yeah, when you got a game changer as a wide receiver, you want to get the ball in his hands any way you can. And I love that call. Right, we see it all the time on bubbles and quick little receptions. But put the ball in his hands as a runner, and this dude's dynamic.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bulls winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.